I took a conversation that I had from ChatGPT and I just wanted to be able to synthesize it. So Google LM, right? What you're looking at right now is Google LM. And so basically you can take any amount of information or lots of information, I should say, and it's going to create two AI generated podcast hosts to be able to talk about this information for you. And so it's an incredible way to be able to learn something new. And so for you guys know I've been talking a lot about how our obsession with creating technology that can reason. And so why is that so important? Like why do we have an obsession with robots that can reason? And I'm really making an argument that this is a part of our cultural thought, right? Like this is a very much so thing rooted in Western cultural thought because I'm in the West, I'm of the West, and I'm studying the West. And so you have to ask, well, why do we? Why is it so important that robots, have the reasoning capability, and we define it as that. And so I explore that as a thought because there's different ways of thinking around the importance of reasoning and the reason why something exists. And oftentimes we look at, reasoning and rationality differently than other cultural thoughts, right? That could be more rooted in just collective unity or even spiritual connection or even some kind of like metaphysical kind of things, right? There's difference. And so like this is a really esoteric kind of like different thing to study. And so you could put this in like Notebook LM and study it. And they added a new feature. The new feature allows you to customize, right? So what should the AI host focus on? And so I really I don't know what I wanted to focus on. I think I'm okay. I think I'm good with what I gave it. But anyway, I'm going to generate and we're going to let this generate and I'm going to come back to it. So we'll pause and then I'm going to let you listen to how wild this is. All right. So check this out. Here it is.
Okay, so we've been talking about AI a lot lately. And one thing that really struck me from what you sent over is this whole idea of AI reasoning.
Right.
Like it's the be all and end all, billions going into making machines that think like super logically.
Yeah. Yeah.
But isn't that just one way to be smart? What about like a crazy good pattern recognition or something? Why is that the big goal?
See, that's what I find so fascinating.
Yeah.
It's like our tech dreams are basically a greatest hits of Western thought, you know?
Okay.
We're almost programmed to see reasoning as the peak of intelligence.
Mhm.
So naturally, that's what we're trying to build in AI, like the ultimate prize.
So hold on, it's not just about making a computer that can like ace a math test.
Right.
It's deeper than that. We're basically trying to copy the best part of ourselves, at least how we've defined it for centuries.
Exactly.
Copy the
I mean, you
best
could go
part of
all
ourselves.
back.
That's really interesting. To copy the best part of ourselves. And so that's the argument. Like the best part of us is our ability to reason. Like I wish I could be like on this podcast because I think you can just fundamentally disagree with that. But
Plato,
Okay.
his philosopher kings, they weren't just brainy, they were practically divine rulers because of their reasoning skills.
Okay, yeah, good reasoning, good decisions makes sense for a leader. But this feels even bigger picture than that.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it changes how we view existence itself.
Totally. Think about Aristotle, right?
Mm.
Big thinker.
Mhm.
He was obsessed with the why behind everything, called it the final cause, like the ultimate purpose.
Okay.
And to him, once you understood the reasoning behind something, bam, you'd unlocked its deepest truth.
Wow. Okay, now it's all clicking. We're wired to look for the why, so of course we're building machines that do the same. It's like
It's like we're trying to create the final boss of intelligence.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
we're wired to look for the why. I mean, I think that's pretty. I would probably agree with that. It's just once you get to the answer of why, like what you do with the information of something's why, and like who determines like what something's why is. Like how can I be the judger or judgment of what something's why is, right? And I think that's a real like critical piece or thought. Like here we're having a whole conversation with AI chatbots, right? It's wild.
Exactly. But in AI form.
Exactly.
And maybe we don't even realize how much that goal is shaped by like what, 2000 years of Western thought?
It's like looking in one of those funhouse mirrors.
Yeah.
So used to our reflection, we forget the mirror itself is warped. And that mirror, in this case, is all that philosophy putting reasoning up on a pedestal.
But,
Yeah.
and there's got to be a but here, right?
Yeah.
You sent that article and it kind of hinted that this reasoning is king thing maybe not everyone buys into it. Like other cultures might see things.
So I don't know. I'll host this because it's long. It's 9 minutes and 31 seconds. But this is actually, I mean, fairly intriguing or interesting to be able to engage and talk with. So I'll probably put a collection of these. Man, my shirt is. Put a collection of these on my newsletter. I'm working on it. I'm working on building it. Like I'm building it from scratch myself, right? Like just using Claude, ChatGPT, Vercel, using tools to be able to build a website that has a newsletter that just kind of warehouses all entire collection and hodgepodge of technology and sociocultural, sociopolitical think pieces. And so anyway, stay tuned for that. But I wanted to just show you guys this. You should definitely go and try to use this. And if you need some assistance, drop something in the comments. If you just I don't know, be shy.